Welcome back to Norrath. Today we are starting off the ancient Iksar city of Veltar on the continent of Kunark, where, as you can see, of course, we're doing it in my Egyptian style, where we've got a whole city that we're working on building. So let's get started. Now, for those of you that don't remember what the Norrath series is, this is my long-term creative building world. I've been working on it for several years. It's been a while since I've done an episode, though. And I'm going to change the format a little. Instead of making really big episodes occasionally, I'm going to make little small ones, covering a single build as I get stuff built along the way. Whenever I have something interesting to show you, I'll make an episode about it. And let's back off from the city a little bit. Let's take a tour around the walls. As you can see, Veltar is, of course, a coastal city. And it was inhabited by the ancient iksar. As you can see, we have their characteristic Egyptian style architecture. Now, of course, a tragedy befell the ancient city here, like pretty much every city on the cursed continent of Kunark. The city was found virtually intact by the High Elves, who, of course, just sailed right into the harbor and took it and immediately renamed it to Verona Vi. When they were exploring through the city, I haven't added all that detail yet, but they, of course, found a lot of dust and a lot of twisted vines and a lot of bones. The ancient iksar sort of just disarticulated and spread everywhere, pretty much. Not a single soul apparently survived whatever cataclysm took the ancient city. Of course, it was very well defended. It wasn't taken by an army. It was, we don't really know what happened to the ancient inhabitants of the city. It's still a mystery to this day. It is out on a little island archipelago, though. As you can see here, there are going to be some bridges along this little road. I'm going to be adding here to link up that with the rest of the road that runs along the coast there for the rest of the continent over there, to get to the rest of the area up here as well. But as you can see, things are getting a little bit overgrown on the exterior because I haven't removed all those trees. But I think I need to add some more trees on the interior and have it be just a little bit overgrown and whatnot, because while the High Elves had moved in and made this their own city, I haven't added their ships in the harbor yet. That's the next thing I need to add, though. The High Elven ships and their banners and everything to take over the city. I think I need to degrade some of the buildings just a little bit. And I put these 4 statues out here at front. I'm thinking I might change those to a different type of statue. I might have the 4 tall standing statues, maybe. I don't know. You can let me know what you think. Of course, we do have this mysterious structure here. Like in most iksar cities, they have a very large pointy building in them. We're not really sure if it was like a temple complex or a palace area or something like that. Of course, the entrance is over here. It's just a solid hunk of stone at the moment. I haven't added the interiors just yet. Does look rather enigmatic, though. If we land here on the street level, of course, we've got the fan capital colonnade here, pointing down towards the doorway. Always have to accentuate the doorways. Very important. But if we go along the streets here, we can of course see we've got the familiar pattern from the Egyptian patterns and everything. We've got some smaller temples, a couple of obelisks here and there, a few small pavilions, and a lot of little houses. Let's just go in one of these houses. Let's open the doorway here, though. So some of these houses are very, very tiny. They've only just got just a little space in there. I think that's the smallest house that I had. The others are somewhat larger, like this one here. We just land here. We can see we have a spacious amount of room in here. Of course, they do love building with granite and deep slate tiles and everything. Good solid Egyptian color scheme. Of course, they do have some upper stories as well. But they're not real furnished or decorated. It's because to build these, I just make let's get out here so I can show you. I will just build like a dozen variants of house, and I just stamp them around. Fine detail decorating is something I may never get around to doing, just because, as you can see here, we have quite a number of houses in this city. This is about a medium-sized city. From a few episodes ago, if you want to go back and look at it, there's a very large Egyptian city of Kabylas. Still inhabited by iksar. But if we want to go through the streets and the back alleys here, we can see that all the houses are sort of, you know, it's a real rat's nest of houses back here. Very easy to get lost. A very irregular street plan. Not at all like something that you'd find in a Roman city or something like that. We do have a little pool here, though. Of course, the iksar, being a reptilian, very important to have a source of fresh water in the city, and a place where they can lay around the water and sun themselves. As the cold-blooded race that they are. I think, as I said, the next things I want to do around here is I think I want to put in some palm trees here and there around the city to add some greenery. We're going to need to expand the docks a little bit and bring in the high elven ships. And there are various things. They might put up a couple of other buildings around here too. I think I might want to have just a couple of the buildings be a little bit degraded from the passage of time. Of course, the city lay uninhabited for just hundreds of years before the High Elves found it in their many travels. This is quite far away from the High Elven lands, but of course, you know, being rather opportunistic with nobody around here, they moved in, and all the quote-unquote good races of Norrath will come here. All the humans and the erudites and the barbarians and, you know, the dwarves and the wood elves and everything, they would all come to this city. But anyway, this city here is just far enough along that I wanted to show it to you. Let me know what you think about the direction of the city, where it's headed, if there's anything that you would like to see added, and anything obvious that I may have missed in the city that we should have. Down there, this is going to be one of a number of cities we're going to be building on Kunark in this style. This is going to be one of the medium-sized ones. There's going to be several more of these, but most of them, unlike this one, are going to be in a ruinous state, like we have seen in previous iterations of the Building Norrath series. So if you want to go back and refresh your memory the last several episodes, probably begin with episode 40 on until now, that'd probably do a good job of catching you up to speed. The last world tour, I think, is episode 40. But that's all the time we're going to have for today. I just want to give you a quick video and tour of the city as it stands now, so you can get a good idea what I have planned around here. I hope you have enjoyed watching the episode, and I will see you next time.